Peace upon y'all, mankind. This is the Plague Doctor G. How very great are y'all doing? Man, I hope you've been taking care of yourselves. Today, I want to react to the BBL video, the BBL lady, I would say. The ones who came up and said that, a surgery stink. You feel me? This video will be addressed to both men and women, not men only. I think there's a lot that we can take away from that video. So, without further ado, let's watch the first part. Yeah, we will be reacting by sequences, different parts.
Hey y'all, I just want to hop on here real quick, clear up some confusion, and answer a few frequently asked questions. When I said all BBLs stink, what I should have said was if your body rejects the procedure and your scores are not healing, it do have a smell. There's a lot of women in my comments saying, oh, I had a BBL and my BBL don't smell. The fact of the matter is, immediately after procedure, when you're experiencing the drainage do have a smell. So if your body rejects the procedure and it's the constant leaking and unhealed scars, yes, it's going to smell, and that's just facts. And of course, everyone's body is different and everyone's body reacts to the procedure differently. So I was speaking on my experience from my point of view that my body rejected the procedure, and with the constant leakage and drainage, it smelled horrible. You know, even with me covering the scars with, different dressings to try to soak up the leakage, with it being constant like that, it gives off a horrible smell. And I also have several women in my inbox sharing their story. Something similar happened to them also. And if they are comfortable with me sharing their story with y'all, I will. I'm just here to tell my story, if that makes any sense.
All right, so that's it for part one. So basically, she's telling us that after the surgery, after the liposuction or BBL, I guess that's the same thing, right? So, but yeah, let's after the BBL, the body of the woman can react either positively or negatively. In her case, it reacted negatively, hence, she wasn't able to hear properly. The drainage was, I guess, permanent or like in a continuous way. Let's not say permanent, but in a continuous way. And don't forget that after the surgeries, man, you are opening your blood, you are opening your skin. Hence, it creates a way for bacteria to penetrate, to come inside. And these bacteria with the reaction, they can contribute to bad odor. So that's from my understanding. I think that's what's going on right now in this first part. Now moving on to the second part, let's watch what he has to say.
So this is part two on why I had to get my BBL surgically removed. So in part one, I was telling y'all how my sit down ear was stinking real bad, and it got to the point to where I had to carry around a bottle of air freshener or a bottle of perfume, because when I would use public restrooms, it would stink so bad and the smell would linger. It was like an embarrassment. I didn't want to come out the bathroom with it smelling like that and someone else was waiting at the door. When I say that BBL really ruined my life, I even lost my boyfriend behind it. He was telling me the whole time, like, you're stinking real bad down there and I can't stomach it. I'm in denial, like, no, you're hating, you're mad, I got a BBL. It was the truth. It got to the point to where I would be washing my laundry, you know, weekly, like I've been doing before I got the BBL. When I would get my laundry out of the dryer, it would still smell like that raw eating flesh. I really was like, so this one day, me and my boyfriend, we getting ready, to do something. So first, let me say, my boyfriend at the time did not want me to get the procedure done, but I insisted. Me and my sister went to get the procedure done together. And before I got the procedure done, I joined the group on Facebook. It was like a support group, different women that got it, that's in relationships, just for, to talk about it. So a lot of women in the group was pretty much saying, when you get it, your boyfriend is going to be jealous, so just keep it out on that. So when he was telling me it was smelly down there, I was going to the group saying he's saying it's smelly down there. They was basically telling me to ignore him. He's jealous, but he'll eventually come around. So me and my sister got the procedure done at the same time. So at first, man's was healing up good. It was healing normal. So was my sister's. And I would ask her, is you healing well? She would tell me, yeah. I was healing well maybe the first 6 to 7 weeks. But after that, it kept on leaking and kept on draining. I was asking my sister how hers was doing. She said she was not leaking or draining. Mines would close up, but then like a day or two later, it would start leaking again. So I used to put gauze and dressings on it to support the leakage while I may have been outside or out and about. So that's why I had it for a year with the leakage, because there would be points that it would close up, or I would think it was closed up fully, but it wasn't. So one day me and my boyfriend was about to do something, and he just was like, I cannot take the smell anymore. And he broke up with me and he left. And that was pretty much that. But he was telling me for months. But me listening to the women in a group thinking they knew what they was talking about, it kind of messed everything up for me. It even got to the point I was wearing jeans in the summertime because it was an embarrassment even looking at it. I'm going to upload the picture right here.
Or rewatch the part if you haven't understood anything. It's all good. But what I wanna quickly put as titles, like I'm trying to, headlines, different parts. So the beginning, what she said she had to remove that BBL eventually. That's tough, man. Imagine how much she spent. Imagine how much she spent, and now she had to remove the BBL because that motherfucker stink. That's tough. That's tough. And next is yeah, she was saying everything, but everything she said, is it the she was saying, like, she had to hide in bathrooms, public bathrooms, and when people was waiting for her, because whenever she would drop that motherfucker off, that motherfucker would stink so bad, like rotten flesh. That's crazy. I've never dated a woman with BBL, so I cannot relate. I cannot say anything regarding their case, because I don't know anything about the BBLs, bro. I don't know anything. I didn't even know BBLs were smelling probably until maybe late 2024, because I heard some people talking about the fact that it smells, you know. And thank God now this woman comes here and she reveals this to us. So yeah, we already said that she had to remove it after paying a lot of money for that, and that she was hiding because that she realized that that motherfucker was stinking. It was it reeked. But she said she had a boyfriend at the time. Boyfriend put up with her. He didn't want her to have a BBL for some reason. I don't know why. But me personally, if I don't want my woman to have a BBL, is because I want her to appreciate herself the way she is. I don't want her to go and overcomplicate things, because it's not only that you spend money, it's just also you have to maintain that BBL. So what she said? her sister got the BBL as well. And when she got the BBL and the boyfriend didn't want it, women, I think women prior to the fact that the boyfriend said that it was thinking, she was in a women's group that they were telling that your boyfriend might be jealous, so don't believe him. Oh, she was telling these women, oh, boyfriend say, oh, that I'm stinking down there, but that was like they were like, oh no, you good, he jealous. Why would your man be jealous of you if you got a baby? Yeah, I know some men be jealous of their partners, and vice versa. Some women be jealous of their man, but like, why would your man who taking care of you will be jealous of you? Explain me. Explain me. I don't say no man or no woman cannot be jealous because they can be jealous of their partner. But I'm saying, what is the reason he will be jealous because you got a BBL? You you want more attention. He obviously he doesn't want you to get the attention from other men. But like it can't, as a man, you can't prevent, especially if your woman is bad, you can't prevent other men from wanting to, you know, do the things with her, to get closer to her. It's up to your woman now to draw the line. But I'm just saying, he probably like me because he wants you to accept yourself for what you already are. And you didn't believe him. You believed this over faggot. I mean, my bad. Damn. You believe this over probably ugly hoes who don't even give a fuck about you. And now probably these hoes, yeah, probably these hoes had the same struggle, and they didn't want you to be happy with your boyfriend. They didn't want you to enjoy your relationship. That's why they didn't tell you the truth. That's what I'm getting from it, because I don't understand why I don't understand why they went through some shit bad and they won't tell about it. You understand? Like, there's no way, unless you really want people to suffer with you. Like, there's no way you're not gonna tell them that it's a trap. But since you don't wanna be alone in your misery, you trying to draw other women. So I'm glad she was speaking. She spoke on this. Apparently, her sister took the surgery well, and she healed. So man, look. Let's proceed to part three now.
Part 3 on how I got my BBL surgically removed because my sit down one was stinking real bad. So I deleted part 1 because there were so many people in the comments talking shit how y'all are doing now. So I deleted part 1 and I made part 2 because there was some people in the comments that wanted to know more. BBL stink, do you hear me? And it's not coming from the vagina or the beehole. It's coming from the incisions that they cut to inject the fluid and the fat in your butt, okay? There's people in the comments saying, oh, you wasn't washing up right. Come on, let's be real. It's coming out of the incision. It fucking stink. I don't care what y'all say. It stink. And if it's not healing properly and your body is rejecting it, the hole will remain open and the drainage will continue to come out and stink up your linen, stink up your underwear, stink up everything, okay? Now, my BBL been removed for the past 4 years. Only had it in for about a year until it was stinking so bad I couldn't take it no more. I don't know if y'all wanted me to get on here and say BBL smell good, but they fucking stink. Stay away from them.
Man, I did forget to talk about the part when she was saying that, you know, she was wearing her clothes once, and after that, even she went right to do the laundry, and that shit was still stinking even after she washed out them clothes. So like this is the stuff. So she explained it. The cuts, the incisions, that's where the smell comes because it comes from like the blood. You feel me? And we know like the gut. all these parts, the blood, you know, the circulation, the flow, and bad odors come from like that area, I guess. So, she couldn't hear properly. But yeah, that's it for the video. Um, I think she mentioned the fact that some people were hating. Yes, guys, but you can go do your own research because some women don't want. I guess probably the women she was in the group with, they don't want people uh, to know that them BBLs are bad. Look, shorty, please, shorties, I mean, please. I know y'all struggling. I know y'all unhappy, but let us be happy. Your mistakes shouldn't shouldn't want you to hate on others. You should, on the contrary, want us to avoid the same mistakes. But hey, you're a bitch, I guess. Look, but still, the truth will always come out in the end. I'm glad that we are aware of that now. So, for my men, what do we gotta retain? My men, some men love the BBL. Let's be real, bro. This is what you might deal with. Even if the girl can heal properly, that motherfucker can still stink without proper care. So this is one thing you need to be aware of. I'm always saying critical thinking as always. So I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I'm just gonna tell you what I will do and why I will do that. Because me, like I said, I want my woman to be natural. I want her to appreciate herself. I want her to wear less makeup. Not because I cannot afford the makeup, but because my woman won't be 24/7 with the makeup, and at least need to appreciate her natural face before I even appreciate her makeup face. You understand? And if she wears too much makeup, I want her to understand that, you know, she's valuable and that the makeup doesn't define her beauty. It's actually an accessory. So she needs to appreciate herself the same way she needs to appreciate her body. And if she doesn't like her body, we can go to the gym and work on it. Not everybody's perfect, but looking for perfection is one very big mistake that human beings make. Thinking they could be perfect. If you could be perfect, man, the only way you could even be perfect is at least find cure to death. If you find cure to death, man, look, we got plenty of time to become perfect. Cause we won't die, or we can resurrect. You understand? So that's my opinion on BBL. I do not like fake shit. I do not like fake hair, fake lashes, and most of the fake hair is for black women. When it comes to the fake lashes and the makeup, I think all races partake on that, but most black women don't even like their real hair, and this is one bad thing. Anyway, remaining on the BBL, let me tell you, bro, about one person out of 5,000, let's say one woman out of 5,000 die after the BBLs because they have complications, infections. So I say one out of 5,000. Some people also, I was gonna say, they say about 19.1 women out of 100,000. That's if we round up, it's about 20 women out of 100,000. That's basically the same ratio, 0.02%, if I'm not mistaken. We can do the mathematics, but yeah, guys, women, appreciate yourselves. Us men, I made a video not too long ago discussing that men aren't broke to ask you not to wear makeup. You understand? And I also made a video about a man doing height length surgery, leg length surgery, because he wanted to become 6 feet. I think he was 5'4" or 5'2". I guess 5'4", and he became 6 feet. He couldn't walk for some days or for some months even. Just because it's not easy to be a short king. The same way it's not easy for a woman not to have a nice, an amazing body, or like big booty. You understand? Or maybe big breasts. Y'all wanna be perfect so bad that y'all forget the most important: your own life, your own well-being. This woman, she stinks, but other women lose their life. Other women probably, they probably lose their leg because the infection. We have to, chop some limbs, the lower limbs, and then they can no longer walk. This is bad. The only take I want y'all from this video, guys and girls, appreciate yourself, guys. Value your women, and be the decisional factor for your women. Women, stop that fake empowerment type shit. Learn to love yourself. Learn to submit to your man. And man, make your woman feel valued even if she don't have a big ass, bro. Please. If she's your woman, bro, make her feel valued. That's your woman at the end of the day. And appreciate, like I said, appreciate what you are. If you wanna become better, work on yourself, whether it's by learning or by working out. You feel me? Whew. That was the Plague Doctor G. Y'all take care. Peace.